This offer right here does incredible things for this brand. They print money. I'm not allowed to say how much they make from this offer in and of itself. Just know that it's between $10 million and $100 million a year from this page. We're going to break it down. Let's talk about Shopify, because if you're selling a product, it is the new gold standard for websites. Used to be WordPress. There's other ones out there like Squarespace and Wix, but out of all of them, Shopify is by far the best. Now, it's still complicated. There's still a lot we have to learn, but of the website building tools, Shopify has the whole package. I'm going to start by showing you some examples of 7-figure, 8-figure, and 9-figure Shopify brands. And then we're going to touch on some terms. Then we're going to go into best practices. This is Scorchmarker. This is my brand. We built this on Shopify and have been updating it and getting better at it for years. What you're seeing right now is the home page. And if you go up to the very top and you click on this button right here, it will take you to our hero offer, which is a buy one, get one 50% off for our Maker's Magic. It's the gloss and matte combo. And as you scroll down, you'll see that I've put a lot of effort and work into this. We've got social proof, we've got reviews, we've got videos, we have a whole carousel, FAQ, all kinds of awesome stuff on here. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes. The next one I'll show you is Jones Road Beauty. Done an excellent job of speaking to the customer, and I've got a lot of good things to say about it. And I want to show you examples from a lot of different industries. So the next one is Curl Mix. This is for people with curly hair. It's important to see the different types of Shopify stores out there. It gives us an idea of what is possible and what resonates with our customer. I know the owner of this brand, wonderful human being. They can't sell on TikTok Shop or Amazon. The only option they have is to sell on their own website. And they've chosen Shopify. This is a great example of somebody whose hands are tied and have just done the best they can with what they have. Really cool. If you're a CBD or a cannabis or in the alcohol industry, like this is your category. We also have Forefront Health, supplements, thyroid health. I know the owners of this brand. They're incredible people. They don't have an Amazon presence. They don't have a TikTok presence. They've gotten well past 8 figures just on Shopify. We also have Paleo Valley. Now, this is a 9-figure brand. Hundreds of millions of dollars in sales per year, all on Shopify. Very small Amazon presence, no TikTok Shop presence, just Shopify. Let's start with some terms so we can get on the same page. When you go to scorchmarker.com, this is what you see. What you see here is considered above the fold. When you land on a website and you haven't scrolled or moved at all, the image and the content that you see is considered above the fold being the bottom of the page. So anything down here is below the fold. This is what Jones Road Beauty looks like. Very clear on what they sell. Very easy to understand what to do next. This is what Curl Mix looks like above the fold. And once again, very simple and clear. Here's Covert Instruments above the fold. I know what this is. I can tell within 1 to 2 seconds. Here's Forefront Health. I love the copy on this one. Start living your life free from hypothyroidism. Your path to better thyroid health begins here. Shop Solutions. Super, super clear. Love this. And last but not least, we have Paleo Valley. Incredible job. It is very clear to me what this is and why it's unique and why I might want it. If I was a paleo person, I would absolutely align with this. Next, let's talk about the banner. The banner is right here. It's up at the top of the page. You might find it slightly lower, but it will most likely be up here. Free shipping on all orders. That's our banner. When you look at Jones Road Beauty, their banner is Find Your Shade. It scrolls with the page. Curl Mix, their banner is a navigation bar. Covert Instruments has a navigation bar. Forefront Health, free shipping for orders over $99. Paleo Valley, free shipping on U.S. orders over $75. They're incentivizing people to spend a certain amount so they can increase their average order value. We'll talk about that another time. Then we have the product display page. If you were to go to shop and look at everything that we have on sale in our Scorchmarker store, and you were to click on the Scorchmarker, for example, what you'll be taken to is a product display page, displaying the product. This is different from a landing page or a direct response or a squeeze page. Those are all different things. Product display page is the native display page for your products on your website. On Scorchmarker, we have a couple different things on here. We have free shipping. We have our carousel with all of the images here to explain what the product is, including our infographics, a clear add to cart button, the offer, which is the price. We have social proof that we're in these retailers. We have a GIF and a little copy talking about why this product is unique. We have the steps on how it all works. We have some more GIFs showing the product in action, some customer testimonials, a video breaking down how it works and what it is, some infographics. We even go into the guarantee, reviews, and an FAQ with a video. It's pretty robust. Jones Road Beauty, a little different. They make you take a quiz to get to this point. And if you scroll down, you'll see it's just put together a little bit different. They tell you how to use it. They have lots of pictures and they have social proof from customers, and they even have this comparison chart, which is really, really handy. This is the product display page from Curl Mix. They have social proof and the product ratings, a clear offer. They're showing a discount. They've got lots of images and videos. They even have a scarcity timer. And as you keep scrolling down, you get to learn more and look at social proof and all the reviews, and they've done a good job of it. When we're looking at covert instruments, it's very simple. And then we look at Forefront Health, super clean. And as you scroll down, you get to see what this product helps with, what it can relieve and do for you. You learn about the ingredients. There's some education that comes in here. Then it gives you the steps on how to, and even some reviews that you can scroll through. I love this. And remember, Paleo Valley is a 9-figure brand. It's very simple. They talk about how the product is made and the benefits of it. They talk about the family and how it started. They even show you all the different components that go into it. And if you scroll down, I can guarantee you're going to see some reviews, because here's the FAQ and yep, here are the reviews. So when you're building out your product display pages, it's important to have these elements. There'll be a checklist linked underneath this video for you. Grab that checklist and use it to guide your decision-making on your Shopify store. Just start working through the items so you can have the best store possible. Let's talk about a landing page really quick, because it's similar to a product display page, but it's not the same. This is Paleo Valley's landing page. What you'll notice is that you can't get back to the main page. The only way to get to this landing page is directly from an ad. You either buy or you leave. It's the only thing they want you to do. So they've designed it that way. You can spend $4.99 today and try the product, or you can not. That's the landing page. No other options, no other place to go, no other way of getting there, aside from a traffic source, like an ad, a blog post, or something else. This landing page has a lot of the elements of product display pages, but is a little bit more geared towards the offer, which we're going to talk about next. This is the offer. What is the customer going to get from you? What are you going to do for them? How much is it going to cost, and what are they getting? That is your offer. And that is oftentimes the most valuable lever that we can pull. For example, when we go to Scorch Marker and we click on the homepage and we go here, this is our offer. Buy one, get one 50% off. It's in your best interest to test this, to figure out which offer works the best for your business. Maybe it's buy 2 shirts, get one free. Maybe it's buy one, get one 50% off. Maybe it's buy one and get this free gift with purchase. We don't know until we test. Let's talk about collections, because if you look up at the top of the page here in Scorch Marker and click on deals, this is a specific collection that we've put together of our discounted items. In Shopify, you can build specific collections and have those collections displayed as a page like this. That's what we've done here. We've taken all of our discounted items and we've put them together on a page so that they can choose which one is best for them. It's really quite simple and something you can have a ton of fun with by categorizing your different offers and your different product categories. And then we have the carousel. The carousel is your swipe file of images, just like on Amazon. This is a carousel. It's a bunch of different images and videos that go together to tell the story, sell the product, and inform the customer on what they are getting. This is a vertical carousel. Every single one of the brands we are talking about has a carousel. It's all broken down so you can scroll through a couple of images to make a good buying decision. Paleo Valley, same way. Here's their carousel. Next, we have the footer. If you scroll down at the very bottom, this right here is the footer. All the stuff that's included at the bottom of the page. This is what you see on Jones Road Beauty. Here's what you see on Curl Mix. Giant footer, tons of stuff down here. Covert Instruments, same thing, very simple footer. The last 2 things that we're going to talk about is the hamburger and or the navigation bar. If you were to turn this into the cell phone view, this is a hamburger right here. This little stack of 3 lines. this will show you the navigation bar on a cell phone. But if you're not on a cell phone, it'll show as the overall navigation bar. And that's it as far as terms go. Let's talk about home pages. This is where the customer lands when they go to scorchmarker.com or yourproduct.com. The first thing that you need is a very clear above the fold image. Above the fold is anything that you see on the site before you scroll. This section of your website is very important. This is what people see when they land on your page. And so you want to present your business and present yourself well and tell the story. They should be able to learn everything they need to learn just by looking at the image. They should also be able to shop now. So when I looked at Scorch Markers, I was like, oh, it's missing a shop now button. So I sent a message over to our web designer, Kim, and asked her to fix that for us because we need to add Walmart in here for social proof. We also need to add a shop now button. Unexcusable. So we're fixing it. So as we go through some examples of different home pages, look at the above the fold section and ask yourself, do I understand what this business does? Can I tell within a couple of seconds? And then look up here at the banner and then look and see if there's a shop now button. Those are the three things I want you to focus on first, and then we'll dig into a few more. So here's Scorch Marker. You kind of need to watch the GIF and look at the images. We're definitely missing a shop now button, but we do have free shipping on all orders over here at the banner. Let's look at Jones Road Beauty. They have the banner up here at the top, makeup simplified, big image, holding the makeup, shop now, well done. Here's Curl Mix. I don't know that I know exactly what this is because I don't have curly hair, but they do have a lot of social proof down here, and there is a shop now button. And judging by what they have here, I can kind of tell that this is a hair care product. Let's look at Covert Instruments. I have a pretty good idea of what this is because I know the business. The shop now button, in my opinion, could be a little bit more front and center because it kind of blends in with the background being black. But nonetheless, I can tell that Covert Instruments sells lockpicking equipment. Let's look at Forefront Health. Start living your life free from hypothyroidism. Very, very clear on what this is. Beautiful products are being displayed. That's actually Nick in the background right there in that photo. I think it's really cool. The banner works. Everything looks good. Let's look at Paleo Valley's homepage. Pasture-raised chicken sticks. It's very obvious to me what they do and how to purchase. They also have the banner up here at the top. Excellent. The next thing that we're looking for is social proof. This right here, as seen on, can also be found at, featured in. Check this out. Jones Road, right here. Vogue, Wall Street Journal, Fast Company, Allure, New York Times. Curl Mix, yep, as seen on, right here. Forefront Health, here we go. Social proof. Reviews from actual customers. Love it. And Paleo Valley, yep, social proof, right here. You can go straight to the reviews. Over 1 million happy people like you, 39,000 ratings. That is impressive. Okay, 2 more things that I think are important for the homepage. Is your community listed? Or a way for people to join your space, your Facebook group, your community, your socials, your whatever? Is there a way for them to become a part of without having to make a purchase yet? The next thing is your best sellers. So let's take a look and see. We're going to start with Paleo Valley. And if we scroll down, cool, they've got the new products right here. Ooh, they have beef tallow. Fantastic. I need to get some. I've been using tallow recently. They've got their best sellers listed right here. Oh, there it is. Join the club. Email sign up. All right, let's look at Forefront Health. As we scroll down, we can see the best sellers, and then you can take a quiz. We have a subscription program, and then join the Forefront community. There you have it. Covert Instruments has their best sellers on the homepage as well, and they don't necessarily have a link to a community, but they do have all their social profiles and an email sign up, which I think is great. Curl Mix, let's take a look here. As you scroll down, they have their best sellers, reviews. They have an email sign up right here. Let's look at Jones Road Beauty. Let's see what they got. Okay, as we scroll down, we're looking at their best sellers. They have an email capture. You can find their social profiles, but there isn't a ton of community on here. Let's look at Scorch Marker. As you scroll down, you'll see the best sellers. We've got social proof on here, showing us on Home Shopping Network, which is really cool. And then join our creator community. And we've got a Facebook group with a little over 8,000 members, and it's a wonderful place for us to connect with our customers. So as you're building out your homepage, use this checklist to guide you so you can build all these elements. You can totally show this checklist to a web designer, by the way, and say, hey, this is what I want to build. Can you help me with it? And they can quote you on it and work with you on it. Towards the end of this video, I'm going to tell you where to put your focus and your attention. There's an order of operations we want to follow, and I'll walk through that with you. The next thing we're going to talk about is a product display page. So let's start with Scorch Marker. As you scroll down, you'll see first we have the offer right here. Everyone else's computer, this timer will be ticking down. Then we get to the carousel. This is where you can shine. This is where you sell your customer. This is where you put together images to help them make a buying decision. And we do that by using infographics and images. We also have bullet points here, unique selling propositions or features about the product, very similar to Amazon. I like to keep this stuff really, really simple. Add to cart button is really big. And then we have the guarantee and free shipping and all the other stuff. As we scroll down, I address different problems. I know that our scorch marker customers want to apply a finish and seal things in without having brushstrokes and bubbles. So it's one of the first things that I addressed. Then I show them what they can do with it. They're probably curious whether it works on this or that or these other things. And I address that right here by making it super simple, showing images. It's so much better to show than it is to tell. I also know that they're going to compare us to the traditional, the other stuff. And so I'm addressing that right here. Why are we different? How are we better? And underneath each one, there's a call to action. And if you click it, it takes you right up here to the top so you can purchase the Maker's Magic bundle. Then I hit them with some customer reviews. I want them to see what other people are making and what other people say to give them that confidence, knowing that, hey, it's working for Donna. It can work for you too. We have some explanation videos so people can see the story behind Maker's Magic and why we're doing what we're doing. And then we have listicles, 7 undeniable reasons. Say goodbye to ugly brushstrokes. It's crystal clear. Like all this stuff is important to get across. You see what I'm doing? I'm addressing the different problems that the customer has as we continue to scroll down the page. We have our guarantee right here. We have more reviews. And if you just click on more reviews, these will just keep popping up. And look at all of them. You can just keep going. I love this part. And then as we get down in the bottom, I think it's important to talk about how our product is American made and how we're creating jobs here in the United States, but also a frequently asked questions section. So if you start clicking on these and opening it up, I found that a lot of people click on this stuff. They like seeing the answers to these questions. So this is what we have on our product display page. And at any time you can press the up arrow and go up to the top. Let's see how close Jones Road Beauty is. Okay, cool. They have the banner. They have this. They don't have a carousel here, which is really interesting. They more so have a scrolling experience. And so they're trying to get you to add all the products to the bag. So this is a little bit different product display page. It works for them, allegedly. I can't confirm the numbers or anything, but apparently this works. Let's look at Curl Mix. So they've got the ratings that you can click on. They have their description and unique selling propositions here. And as you scroll down, you'll get more and more information. They're telling me about their business. They're addressing some of the challenges that people have. They show some of the best sellers, FAQ. This is a very common way of setting up your product display page. Covert Instruments has a carousel that's vertical, top to bottom. And as you scroll down, they show you all the different things that are included, as well as a video. Very, very simple stuff. Forefront does a fantastic job of this. Their product display pages are great. They show you all the different products that you're going to get, which is really cool. If anything, I would love to see some of their customers like using the stuff so that the person can relate, but that's a discussion. Customer reviews, fantastic. And as you scroll down, it's education, education, education. Teaching them and showing them what they need to know for this to be the most effective. They want to be a trusted expert, and they are. The people that operate this business, they have that expertise. And so they're getting it across here as easily as possible. This is hard stuff to teach. We get into the customer reviews and you can see what everybody says. And if you keep scrolling down, you get to the very bottom and they recommend some other things that you might like. So Forefront Health's done great. Paleo Valley, let's look at the grass-fed beef sticks. Their offer right here, subscribe and save. Love how they put this together. It looks really great. Look at their carousels. These are fun images. I feel like I know what's in the beef stick after looking at this. That's really cool. As we scroll down, more call to actions. And then they talk about all the problems that people that are on the paleo diet talk about. You're like, okay, cool. Like this is everything that I need in a beef stick. And then they humanize their brand by showing who's created it and who's operating it. It's this Chaz and his wife. I don't know them personally. I would love to meet them one day. They talk about the differences between their beef sticks and the other beef sticks with some great imagery. And then they talk about their process and why grass-fed beef is better. And as you scroll down, you keep getting more FAQ, nutrition facts, reviews, etc. Great job on this. I want you to use this checklist to develop a product display page that fits well with your business. Add the videos in, add the carousel images, add the infographics, talk about your product, address the problems, continuously build this out and make it better. But in the beginning, the most important thing for you to nail is this top section right here. The offer, what's in it for them, pictures, infographics, videos, and reviews. Everything else is extra. The FAQ, extra. Like, you can get it done, but it's not a requirement to start. We really just need the basics. So the checklist has been arranged in order of most important to least important. So start at the top and work your way down. Now, if it wasn't for Shopify, none of these orders would be possible. But in order to get Shopify set up correctly, I needed to turn myself into a business. I needed an LLC, and I needed to get set up properly. Luckily, there's a solution for you. They're called Zen Business, and they're really easy to use. Their website has super simple questions that will guide you through every single step of the paperwork. Plus, they'll double check it for you so you don't make a mistake like I did. There's a reason they've been trusted by over 800,000 businesses. They've got award-winning support, and you can get everything done in less time than it takes to finish your cup of coffee. So if you need an LLC or you're looking to start a new one, click the link below and give Zen Business a try. You won't be disappointed. After all, it's who I use to form my LLCs. Now that you've seen a couple different examples of successful product display pages, let's talk about some of the other things that go into your Shopify store, like the About Us section. People want to buy from people. So how do we humanize our brand and show people who we are and what we do? That's where the About Us section comes in. You need a couple things on this page to humanize yourself and your brand. The first is an image of you. Pictures of you and your wife and your kids, a family photo, something that's more authentic and less high production quality. You know what I mean? Not the Christmas photo shoot photo, like something that's like raw and real, like you guys doing something together, like humanize yourself. Very important. Right near that picture, we want to talk about why. Why are you doing this? What makes you special? And why have you chosen to go down this path? If you can relate to your customer, they'll have a higher likelihood of supporting you and joining your mission. And that leads me to the next point. Mission, vision, values. Why are you doing what you're doing? How are you doing it? And what's important to you? We have our mission up here, why we're doing what we're doing. We have our intentions and what we plan to do and why we're doing it. And then we also have our core values. These are the values that we want our customers to see. I have different core values internally with my team. These are the core values that I want our customers to feel and experience. We want to empower them. We want to be authentic, and we want to bring them community. And as you scroll down, we show them what's unique. We talk about these things. We have links to our community, and we have pictures of my wife and I and our story, like where I came from the fire department, testing this product, solving a problem, and turning it into a company with my wife. Very special stuff. So my goal is to humanize ourselves and share the mission with our customers so they can better understand. Let's look at Jones Road Beauty. Wow, lots of images. They have a story right here. Okay. And here we go. A note from the founder. This is a great image, great story. Perfect. Let's look at Curl Mix. Our mission. Hey, I'm Kim. I love this. Meet the founder. Perfect. This is exactly what it needs to be. See, it's not crazy. It's not giant. It's not huge. It's just a picture and why. Here's the About Us for Covert Instruments. They have their mission statement, and they also have their designers here, which is honestly a little bit more important than the mission for this one. I believe that Covert Instruments' mission is to help people feel like James Bond, so they can do things that other people typically wouldn't be able to do. Here's the founder, Robert. He talks about Lockpicking Lawyer, the guy who makes all the YouTube videos. He talks about Trevor McNally, another one of his creators, and he shares information about these people that you're watching online. You're really buying from these people. So cool. Forefront Health, there you go. There's a picture of the founder, Tom. Then you have Nick and the rest of the team, and they talk about their values and why they're here. Truth, purity, empowerment, community, vitality. They're making it clear as to what they believe in and why they're doing what they're doing. Paleo Valley, same thing. You've seen the pictures of the founders sprinkled all over Paleo Valley, but when you look at the About Us, you're like, okay, this is who they are. This is what they're doing. This is the mission. So when you're creating your About Us section, get a nice authentic picture, tell your truth. Why are you doing this? If you need help arranging it, just start with mission, vision, and values, and that's good enough. Let's talk about the contact page next. The first thing that we do is we have our address and our email and our socials, so anyone can reach out and easily find us. We also have a contact form here that people can submit, and it goes directly to our gorgeous help desk, where we handle all of our customer support. Basically just gets routed to email. Jones Road Beauty, perfect. Look at this. They've got emails for press and partnerships. They have an FAQ, And they have the email. All you have to do is email them and you can get help. Same with Curl Mix. They have a way that you can reach out to them. And they also have a blog or a database that you can search. And as you scroll down, you can track your order or get in contact with them, which I think is great. Same thing on Covert Instruments. This is what their contact us page looks like. We've got everything that we need to get in contact with the company. This is important stuff. People don't want to buy from someone they can't get in contact with. Look at Forefront Health, email, live chat. I love this. But more importantly, they have the knowledge base that you can search. And I just think that is fantastic. And last but not least, Paleo Valley's contact us. I love how they've broken things up via articles. So you can search certain things that you're looking for in case you want to learn more. But you can just go up here and click contact us and reach out to the business. They have an email address, links to their social profiles, phone support, etc. The next thing I want to talk about is the footer, because I think this is a really interesting part of the website. A lot of times when you're up here, you can't fit everything you need to fit because it would just be too much. It's too much for the little hamburger icon when you're on mobile. It's too much to navigate right here. So if you scroll down to the very bottom, you'll see what we call the footer. The footer contains all the links that you believe are important to your customer. If they've scrolled all the way to the bottom, there's a good chance they're looking for something in here. For example, our Facebook group, show us your work, leave us a review, affiliate program, social profiles, all the navigation menus, how to shop bundles and deals and products, like it's all here. Jones Road Beauty. Look, they got the same thing. Help, about, connect, stores. Love it. Curl Mix has a big one. It's robust. Here's Covert Instruments footer. This is a little simple for my taste. When you get to Forefront, look at this. Shop, get started, learn, members programs, health, contact. I think theirs is laid out really, really well. And then let's scroll down to Paleo Valley. Fantastic. Quick links and top products. Obviously, this is all built out within Shopify. You can change and move these things around, set the links, etc. The footer menu is a very easy thing to change. So if there's any elements that don't belong here at the top, put them in the footer. Make sure that people can get to where they need to go, because if they can't, they're going to bounce. Now, while we're talking about the footer, there's a few things I need to touch on the legal side, because if you're owning and operating a website, there are some legalities that you need to be aware of. For example, Scorch Marker, if you scroll down and you look at the shipping policy, free 4-day shipping in the US, right? That's it. Super simple. Now, if you look at the refund policy, we have an infinity guarantee. So we've added this one in because I think it's really important. Give people the confidence knowing that they can always get their money back no matter what. Not everybody has a refund policy, but we do. We have our terms and conditions, which explain how we handle customers and things and we sell and what's important. We also have our contact information on here because that's really important. And then we have our privacy policy. We talk about how we use the data that we collect. I don't sell our customers' data. We retain it, we keep it, and we only use it internally to provide a better experience. And I want to make sure they know that. And so you can see it's kind of a big policy. So I recommend getting the default, adding it in, changing the names of the business, and making sure these legal things are shored up. Now, if you look down at Jones Road, they have it too. Privacy policy, terms and conditions, ADA. Curl Mix has the same thing, the privacy policy, accessibility statement, disclaimers, etc. And if you look at Forefront Health, they definitely do. They have their terms and conditions and privacy policy right down here. This isn't something that's looked at very often. This gets looked at by attorneys who want to sue you. Once you get to a certain level, they want to make a bag and they want to threaten you. And if you don't have this stuff done, they will eat your lunch. So it's important to get it done. So when building this out, legality-wise, there are 4 things I want you to focus on. Terms and conditions, shipping policy, privacy policy, refund policy. Get those knocked out. They can be simple or they can be robust. Those are all done in the settings sections in Shopify. You just got to fill them out. Now, there are default blank templates that they will automatically give you so you can change the business name and whatnot, but I would encourage you to adapt these for you. Next, let's talk about lead capture, because not everybody that comes to your website is going to make a purchase. So how do we get their information so we can give them value so that they'll eventually come back and purchase from us? So with Scorch Marker, you'll see that we give a free mystery gift, valued at $15 if you put in your email address. That works great for us. It's got like a 9% conversion rate, which is insane. Even if somebody doesn't buy from us, if they come to our website, there's a good chance that they're going to punch in their email so they can get access to that free mystery gift when they do eventually order. This helps us build our email list. And every email subscriber is worth a certain amount of dollars. In fact, if you're doing Shopify, email marketing should make up about 30% of your revenue, which is the industry standard. Every single one of the brands that I've talked about today gives something away. Paleo Valley does a 10% discount. Scorch Marker does a mystery gift, all kinds of stuff. I would encourage you to stray away from just giving straight up discounts. Consider free shipping or a mystery gift or an add-on item or something unique and special. Because a lot of people won't put in their email address for anything less than 30%. And if you're giving them a 30% discount, that's substantial. It takes directly from your bottom line. So how can you incentivize them to give you your email and their contact information without giving away the farm and spending a bunch of money and affecting your bottom line? What can you do for them? Maybe it's a checklist. Maybe it's a training. Maybe it's a free widget or a gift or free shipping or something else that's special. I would encourage you to figure out what it is and what your customers want and build this in. So how does that work? I use Klaviyo as our email provider. Within Klaviyo, you can build an email pop-up. So I have the app installed on Shopify, and when someone visits and after a certain amount of time, this email pop-up will pop up and give them the option to capture their email and opt in for the free mystery gift. It also pops up when they're about to leave the site. So there's the time delay pop-up and the exit intent pop-up. And anyone who puts their name on that list gets an immediate email giving them the thing that they need so we can give them value right away, give them that quick win so they can go back, click the button, and make the purchase easier. There's a way to make this happen, and I talk more about it in the email marketing masterclass if you want to go deeper down this. Think of it like this. If someone comes to your store, like in real life, and visits you, and they drop their business card off for you or fill out a form with their name and email, wouldn't that be helpful? You'd be able to tell them about deals and things that have changed and upcoming events and give them value. It's a special thing. I really recommend nailing this if you're going to be selling on Shopify. Next, let's talk about apps, because there are a few that you need to install to have a good experience on Shopify. The native features they're not perfect. And we need some assistance from people who have really built out wonderful technologies to help us. So let's go through some of those now. The first is reviews. We need a way to capture reviews, send the emails, organize things, get videos back and pictures back. And the native review system within Shopify, it just isn't robust enough. There's a couple companies that I know that do this well. There's 3, in fact. The first is Looks. That's what I use. There's also Judge Me. And then there's also testimonial.to. I'll show you testimonial.to as well here. This is a wall of love for Vanader. And this all comes from testimonial.to. These are all people that have left reviews and videos and pictures and said nice things about me, my training, and what we do. This is Scorchmarker's wall of love. You can see all the reviews, the pictures, the videos, and the crafts that people have created, because we send them this link and we ask them to take a video of what they've created. And so when you get the link to submit your testimonial, it's really interesting. This is all it is right here. Record a video, send in text. There's a little video here of me too asking, would you please take a video of what you're working on for us? See what I mean? Project. I want to see what you're working on. I want to know how it's going. The hard parts, the easy parts, and what you plan on doing with it. It would make my day if you could take the time to rate us, tell us what we're doing right, tell us what we're doing wrong, or just give us some feedback in general. But my favorite thing is when you show us what you've created. If you have the time to make a video, I'm probably going to do a little happy dance because it makes my day. My name's Evan. I'm the owner of Scorchmarker, and this is one of my favorite things. Thank you for using our stuff. Thank you for supporting us. I can't tell you how grateful I am. Have a wonderful day. Happy crafting. That's it. Super simple. I'm just being real and honest and authentic with them, asking for a review. So when they hit record a video, it will allow you to use your camera and microphone on your cell phone or your PC. You can also send in text. This is what it looks like. Testimonial.to is fantastic. There isn't a Shopify app for it, so it's a little challenging to get everything plugged in. But if you're like a big video and picture, like very demonstratable brand, highly recommend checking it out. Looks is also very similar. It's a little bit more expensive, but it sends an email to the customer 2 weeks after they've purchased, asking them to leave a review, and we give them money towards their next purchase to incentivize them. The next app you're going to need is a page builder, something to actually build out the physical page. In this case, we use Zipify. Everything that you see on Scorchmarker has been created on Zipify. We haven't actually used Shopify's native theme builder. We focus on using Zipify because it's faster and a little bit easier for us, and it just works. So get yourself a page builder. Replo and Zipify are the 2 best page builders on the market right now. So choose between one of those 2, Replo or Zipify. Okay, you're also going to need the Facebook and Instagram app. This app will allow you to connect Meta to your Shopify, so that when you get an order on Meta Shops, it will come directly through into your Shopify and go through your normal system. You'll also be able to get the customer data as well, which is really important. This will also handle your pixel and the connections that you need to have everything communicate. This way, Facebook knows if somebody goes and makes a purchase on your website or not. Really important stuff. So make sure you have this app. It's free, doesn't cost anything, but it's important if you're operating a Shopify store, especially if you're running ads. We also need the Google and YouTube app for the exact same reasons. Everything plugs together. You can get Google Analytics, install your Google tag through it, and it just works. So make sure the Google and YouTube app is installed as well. There's 2 more left that I believe are mandatory. The first one is email marketing. If you look right here, you'll see Klaviyo, email marketing and SMS. This hooks everything together so we can build inside the Klaviyo system, write the emails, do the email pop-ups, get the customers, and connect everything through to Shopify. It shares data and makes the process so much easier. So whether you're using SendLane or Klaviyo or MailChimp or whatever, get those apps installed in Shopify. I recommend Klaviyo. It's a little expensive, but if you're not into it and you want to do something different, try SendLane. The last thing on here is ShipStation. You need a good way to import and export the orders. ShipStation is an app that allows you to do that. It will automatically pull this stuff, and once you have it set up, it gives you more features than the baseline Shopify stuff. Now, it's not mandatory. You can make it all work within Shopify. That's okay. Just like you can make all the shipping work within TikTok Shop, but you don't have to. And when you get to a point where the volume's going up and you need more efficiency so you can have more time back, shipping apps like this will make a difference. I use ShipStation. There's a bunch of other apps out there. I can't speak to them because I haven't used them. I've only used ShipStation and ship natively within like TikTok and Amazon and Shopify itself. And my team likes having the app because they are able to do everything that they need to do and have those customizable features. Okay, let's take a look. There's some other things on here that you're probably like, okay, well, what is this stuff? Social Snowball is for affiliate marketing. This is an app that allows people to sign up to be an affiliate so they can get a percentage of the sale. It's the simplest for sure. It's a little expensive, but it works really well. We also have Rebuy. Rebuy is a way for us to do upsells and downsells after the person's checked out and put in their credit card in case we want to bump the average order value up or serve them in a better way. Rebuy's been fun to mess around with, especially when you add a free gift with purchase. You need a way to facilitate that, and Rebuy does that for us. 5tran just allows us to have some things to talk to each other. Not important. Shop is Shop Pay. MetaFields is a way for us to get dialed in on our SEO, and honestly, I don't even know if we still need it. Point of Sale comes natively within Shopify. It's a way for you to take payments in person. We have the Pinterest app because we do a lot of Pinterest posting. We also have the buy button, which is another way of enhancing your checkout process. Not important. Gorgeous is the last one that I want to touch on. Gorgeous is our customer help desk. We install Gorgeous on Shopify, and then we also have a Gorgeous dashboard. This allows all of our messages to come into one place so we can assign them to different people and we can work on things together as a team. You don't need all of these apps. The most important ones for you to have is a page builder so you can make your pages look good, and a way for Meta and Google to pull the data from your website so you can start building up your pixel and confirm whether the advertisements, the marketing, and the content you're posting is actually working. Reviews are pretty important as well, but if you don't want to buy the app, you can use something like testimonial.to. I've really come to enjoy their software, and you can embed a wall of love just about anywhere on your site using HTML code. So it's very possible. Don't get overwhelmed with this. The more apps you install, the slower your site will be. Every time a page loads on your site, you have to do an API call to all these different apps, and it slows things down. So one of the best ways to make your site load faster is to remove unused apps. I remove unused apps like every 90 days or so. I go through, I audit the list, and I delete and cancel anything that's not really providing value for us. Very important stuff to remember here. Let's take a moment to talk about SEO, because there's 3 different types of search engine optimization: on-page, off-page, and technical. I want to touch on it now. I don't need you to become an expert in this. I just need you to know why it exists and what it is. For example, when we click on a product page, this is called your on-page SEO. Have you written the right words in here? Can Google index it? Can it search it? Can it look at what you've written? And it gives you space to do so. For example, you can choose a category, and this category helps with SEO. And as you scroll down, you'll get down to the very bottom, and you'll see a variant of meta fields. All this stuff needs to be filled out. The size, the weight, the harmonization code, the meta tags, all of it. This is what it will look like when someone searches it on Google. Type this in, make it clear, make it clean, make it look good. This is how people discover you organically, by searching for you on Google. Google has to first be able to read what this product is, and if you don't type in that information, they'll never know. So on every single product listing, on every single page, when you're building the Shopify site, fill in entirely. Think of it this way. Let's say you're applying for a job and you leave a few sections blank. They're probably not going to call you back. I need you to think of it like a job application or a background check or a college application, whatever you can relate to, fill everything out. So important. Now that I know that there's some new meta fields in here, I'm going to go fill all of those out ASAP because I know how important it is. Okay, now let's talk about off-page SEO. This is where other people are linking back to your site, whether it's blog posts, emails, content, all of it is fair game. If 1,000 people have linked back to scorchmarker.com, Google's going to say, we need to show this to more people because everybody is linking back to it. Everybody is using this as a resource or sharing this with other people. Make a bunch of content, talk about your site, link back to it. When you collaborate with other people and send emails and you have other people write blog posts for you, it is a great way to do things. Reddit can also work really well, and forums can work really well to link back to your site to generate a bunch of backlinks. However, I don't want you to worry about this if it's not something that you know really, really well. Forget about off-page SEO for now and just focus on content. It will come, and it's not something that is going to move the needle overnight. It's a long-term play. The last thing I want to talk about is technical SEO. That's how fast your site loads. How quickly can the people get to where they need to go and find what they need to find? Site speed. That's the only thing I need you to worry about right now for technical SEO. Make your site load fast. How do we do that? We make sure that we're using PNG or JPEG images. We compress the images by using tiny PNG. This is tinypng.com. You take the image, you drop it in here, and it will compress it and make it smaller. That's the image you want to upload. A lot of times the images don't need to be like 4K ultra high definition. They just need to be able to be seen and understood. As long as they're not pixelated, it's okay. Tiny PNG uses lossless compression to make the images smaller so your site loads faster. Then we get rid of any unused Shopify apps. Then we get rid of any GIFs or videos that are really large file sizes, and we link externally and host them on YouTube or Vimeo or something like that. And then finally, reach out to somebody on Fiverr or Upwork to help you enhance your site speed so they can go through the code on Shopify and clean it up so things load faster. I'm serious about this. The site loading speed is really important. Most customers have dial-up speed internet. That means it's going to take 5, 6, 7 seconds sometimes for your site to load, and I wouldn't wait that long, especially after scrolling social media and seeing how quickly things pop up. Not a chance. I'm out of there. So the faster your site loads, the more people will get to see the content. The more people that see the content, the more sales you will make. Don't sleep on technical SEO. Your site speed is really important. So as you're building these things out, do not upload images without compressing them. It will slow things down, and you're eventually going to have to go back and do it anyway. So you might as well do it right from the beginning. Let's talk about 2 other options on your site that I believe are fully optional, but can help. So I don't want you to build these out and lose any sleep over it, but I want you to consider them for when you're ready. And that's how it works and blog posts. Let me show you what I mean. On our Scorchmarker site, if you go to Explore, you can see how it works. This is where we explain how the product is used so that people can get more information and learn. Forefront Health does a really, really good job of this under the Learn section, right? I love this. They also have a blog and tons of other materials. With Scorchmarkers, how it works, we really want to focus on showing them how to use the product. So we've broken down all the steps here and included a bunch of different training videos to explain to them how we get this done and how the product works so they can understand it before they make a buying decision. If you have time to put this together and your product is the type of product that works for this, do it. There's also a giant FAQ on here, so people can look at this stuff. They can figure out, get their questions answered. You'd be surprised how many people look at this stuff. The second thing that is optional is the blog. Blog posts are a great way to do SEO for your product. If you can write things and you can share information with people and write valuable articles, do it. It's just another form of content. You can even link your videos. For example, if you look right here, Maker's Magic Gloss versus Matte, we have a bunch of different images to make it easy to read, and we also have a video showing the differences between them. Like I said, this isn't mandatory. You don't have to do this. I just encourage it and recommend it if you want to be discovered. That's the how it works and the blog posts. We're just about done. Let's talk about 2 more things. The first is, where can you go if you want to go deeper down this rabbit hole to learn more? What are the good resources out there? How do you understand the nuances of exactly what buttons to click on the Shopify setup? Davie Fogarty is someone whose video trainings I have watched on YouTube, and they're really good. He has like 4-hour master classes on YouTube broken down and will show you how to set up your Shopify store from scratch. If you listen to what he says, it will work. He's a 9-figure operator. The Audit has done over $300 million in sales. He knows Shopify really well, and he's a great person to learn from if you want to go deep into this rabbit hole. I'm not the right person to show you all the nuanced details with Shopify. I get a lot of help from people. I get help from Nick and Kim and the designers and the team. I know it. I get it. And I've built it all out. But I get help on this side and would encourage you to watch his videos on YouTube, and they will teach you everything you need to know. The second thing that you can do is look into conversion rate optimization. That's the term that you want to look up to find people that are experts at building Shopify stores and websites that convert into sales. Okay, well, what if you don't want to learn and you'd rather just make sales and pay someone to help you with this? Where do you go? Who do you talk to? First, check out the resources inside Circle. Kim is incredible. She knows WordPress, Shopify, Zipify, Replo. She knows all the page builders. She's a designer and a web builder, so she can do the front end and the back end. She knows how to build it. She's also very fair when it comes to her rates and the way that she works. I've been working with Kim for many years now, and I don't go anywhere else because she's able to do an outstanding job for us. And I appreciate all the hard work that she's put in. But maybe you can't afford to work with Kim. Maybe you want someone just to do a few pieces here and there. And that's where I recommend Fiverr and Upwork. It's also a really good way for you to practice your hiring and vetting techniques. So if you need help on this stuff and you want to pay someone to build it out and do it for you, start with Kim, talk to her. If she's not a good fit, go to Fiverr Pro. If they're not a good fit, go to Upwork, and then start posting jobs and use this checklist to guide the conversation so you can articulate what you need help with. Shopify is not the easiest thing to build out. They make it seem easy, and yeah, it is easy to get started, but to be good at it, it's tough. It requires a lot of moving pieces. It takes a lot of time, and you need a lot of help from people. And if you don't get the help from people, you need to learn the thing. You need to get better at it. You need to become the person. And I'm not saying that's impossible, but there's either a financial cost or a time cost, which is why a lot of the times I would encourage people to start on Amazon to tap into that existing demand. And then as you generate sales and improve product market fit and you have money coming in, then you can diversify into Shopify. Or just go all in on Shopify from the beginning. Because if you have a customer base or an audience, or you're selling a prohibited product, you don't have a choice. If that's the case, start with the checklist. Try to knock off as many things as you can on that list to make your website as good as possible. Because at the end of the day, Shopify is your salesperson. Your website is what's going to make you money while you sleep. It's a digital version of what you believe to be true and how your product helps people. The more clear you are, the more likely you're going to get sales. And Shopify is fully customizable, so you can do whatever you want. Our hands are tied on TikTok Shop and on Amazon, but they aren't on Shopify. I just want to encourage you to keep it simple, make sure your site loads fast, and have very, very clear offers. So let's get your store to a point where you can present an offer to a customer and take a sale, and then we'll just get better at it every single day. You got this. I'll see you on the next video.